All right, good morning. Good morning. 7:39, Coach Michael Burt. I'm in Houston, Texas today, in a rainy downtown Houston. Every day I like to bring you some positive energy. Every day I like to try to encourage you. That means to give courage, right? Every single day. And so when we're thinking, make sure it's not my Uber up here. We're thinking about every single day bringing you some positive energy. I was just thinking about how one bad attitude could spoil the whole bunch. Attitude is a posture of the body, represented by physical state. Right, D. Hodges? Attitude, posture of the body, represented by physical state. So I was in this Starbucks, and I came out, and it's raining, clearly raining here in Houston, Texas. And the guy beside me is like, scattered showers, right? Like, that's what they told us it was going to be, Thomas C. Davidson, scattered showers, and it's raining. And I'm like, man, thank you for making me laugh this morning. Thank you for being comical this morning. Thank you for, right? See, what I was saying is, man, the dude already made up his mind. He's going to have a bad attitude today. Attitude is a posture of the body represented by physical state. And so when you think about how do you turn a negative attitude, DJ, to a positive attitude, all starts with one thing, man, perspective. My buddy Kevin Elko says this. I want to give it to you guys this morning. What's up, Julie Bolt? He says, if I woke up today and all I had was what I had yesterday, man, today be the best day of my life. I went and saw Joel Osteen preach yesterday at Lakewood Church, Mike Russo. And man, I came home and I thought, man, that dude, he's got an infectious positivity. He's got an infectious optimism. He's got an infectious spirit about him. It's hard to be in a bad attitude when you're sitting at Lakewood Church, man, listening to Joel Osteen. You think about the people that wake up every day and take shots at that dude for being positive. They take shots at him for being positive, man. So here's what I want to encourage you guys. Not you, not today. Yes, it is pouring down rain here in Houston. Yes, it is. May not be everything you want it to be, what's going on today, but man, you control attitude. So just remember this gratitude mindset. If I woke up today and all I had was what I had yesterday, today would be the best day of my life, man. And no matter what life brings, you see, I bring my weather with me. Positivity, energy, optimism, right? Pastor Ken, and that's what I try to get people to bring, man. So this dude at Starbucks this morning made up his mind. But listen, one bad employee, one bad team member, one bad person can take something that's positive and move it in the right direction, man, and put a negative spin on it. Here's what I encourage you, man. Don't let that be you today, guys. Don't let it be you. If I woke up today and all I had was what I had yesterday, today still be the best day of my life, man. So it's Monday. I'm in Houston, Texas for the next 3 days, folks. Let's go do it. Let's go get it. Pick up the phone, make a phone call, send a text message, follow up with somebody, work the selling system, and get your booty to my lodge so I can coach you, man. Get in the coaching program so I can help you. Let's have a great day. Everybody needs a coach. Internationally positive, I like that. Let's roll. Woo, y'all look so good. Give yourself a hand for looking so good. Thank you. It's been so cool. Some of you have come up to me that I've only seen via Zoom. And you're like, you come right up to me and they say, hey, Coach Burt. And I'm like, yeah. You know, you want to take a picture? They said, no, we want to take a picture with your wife. I'm like, thank you, sweetheart. My name is Coach Michael Burt, and I have a real simple philosophy. I believe everybody needs a good coach in their life. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe a good coach will get you to do things you don't want to do. They'll challenge you to become something you didn't think you could become, but a good coach can take you to places you never thought you could become. How many of you got to where you are today because somebody, somewhere chose to see the good in you when it was easy to see the bad? See, when Doug called me, he said, Coach, I want you to really talk about going pro. How many of you guys have heard me say at some point in everyone's life, we make a decision. The word decide means to kill something off. The word decision means to cut something away. And we make a decision to leave our amateur desires behind. And we go pro. And we go pro in the body, physically. We go pro in the mind, mentally. We go pro in the heart, emotionally. And we go pro in the spirit, spiritually. We leave those amateur desires behind and we go pro. You see, Doug mentioned that I do a lot of work with Dr. Kevin Elko, which is Nick Saban's psychologist at the University of Alabama. Dr. Elko always says some people play on Friday nights, some people play on Saturdays, but the pros play on Sundays. And then there's the Super Bowl pros that play for the Super Bowl. And only you can make up your mind to leave those amateur desires behind and take this business serious and go pro. So I'm gonna break down the habits of the top 1% of performers in the world. Would that be okay for you? How many of you would like to be in the top 1% of performers in the world? And I'm gonna show you that the top 1 to 3% of performers have 5 things that they do, and you can look at these 5 things and you can ask yourself, where do I struggle? What is my missing structure? How do I build this? And it all goes back to cycles. So Doug mentioned my talent. I can't cook. I'm geographically illiterate. Can't fix a car. There's a lot of things I can't do, guys. But the good Lord gave me the talent to take a concept, deconstruct that concept, codify that concept, and then package and deliver that concept in a way that activates something deep inside of a person. You see how clear I am in my talent? See, each one of you have a unique talent. That talent was given to you at birth. It was factory installed by the manufacturer. But you have birthday gifts that you haven't opened yet. And once you find the birthday gift, and once you package the birthday gift, and once you distribute the birthday gift, then you can go help a lot of people with the birthday gift. So greatness has a cycle. And let me show you what that cycle looks like. And this is a cycle that I went through personally in my life. I grew up in a small town in Tennessee. There's all my Tennessee people. I was raised by a single mother who had me when she was 16 years old. My mom and dad married for 1 year and then they divorced. My dad never came to a baseball game. He never hugged me. He never told me he loved me. He never showed up at anything I did growing up early in my life. So it was me and this real tough single mom. And my mom taught me we dress up, we show up, we grow up, and we deliver. How about a hand for all the mamas out there in the world? And mom wouldn't let me miss a day of school growing up, and man, I hated it. Other kids could miss, and other kids could do this, and I said, Mom, I don't feel like going. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Amateurs listen to their feelings. Professionals do not listen to their feelings. Do you really believe Journey feels like singing Don't Stop Believing Again? But they do it when you go to pay money to see them play, right? So my mom, while she was working her 2 jobs, she would work at the shirt factory during the day, and then she would go to nursing school at night. And she would take me down to the local baseball field where I would stay for hours and hours and hours. And it was one woman down there named Mickey Vincent. Mickey Vincent was a female baseball coach, the only female down at the local baseball field. And that woman tended to me. She cared for me. She fed me. And I observed something very powerful. I watched how she took care of other people's kids. And I had a huge revelation. Revelation is a sudden, dramatic moment. I observed and I had a revelation. A good coach can change a person's life. Everybody needs a coach in their life. And I observed it by watching this woman named Mickey Vincent. And so at 6 years old, she would teach me everything. She would coach me. And then she said to me one day this, one of these days when you grow up, you're gonna be a great coach. At 6 years old, she saw that in me. How many of you see the talents in your children right now? And you can see those talents. And with the right coaching and the right mentorship and the right discipline, that those talents can manifest and they can go help lots of people. See, you can see talents in other people, but many times you can't see it in yourself. So I had this big revelation. The revelation is, man, everybody needs a good coach in their life.